Imagine this. You have not even realized that you are starting to feel nervous. Maybe your breathing has changed just slightly. Maybe your shoulders tightened for a second. You are not fully aware of it yet, but your dog already is. You think the room is completely silent. You hear nothing unusual, and yet your dog suddenly lifts its head, its ears move, it focuses on something you cannot detect, because there is a sound in the air that does not exist in your world. You see darkness, a hallway with almost no light. For you, it is just shadows, but your dog sees motion, subtle shifts, a shape moving where you see nothing. You smile, trying to hide your anxiety. You say everything is fine. Your voice sounds normal to you, but your dog already knows the truth. Dogs live in a sensory reality that is almost completely invisible to humans. They detect hormonal changes in your body. They hear ultrasonic frequencies far beyond human range. They pick up micro shifts in your tone and breathing. Some can even sense atmospheric changes before a storm arrives. Today, I am going to show you 20 real abilities dogs have that are supported by science. And when you understand these, you may never look at your dog the same way again. The last one is especially surprising, and it changes everything about how we think dogs understand us. So here is how your dog really experiences the world. Before we go through the list, you need to understand one critical thing. Dogs do not experience the world visually the way humans do. For us, reality is primarily visual. We rely on what we see. We read facial expressions. We interpret details in images. Our world is shaped by sight. For dogs, reality is built from scent, sound, and micro-movement. Their brains are structured differently. A massive portion of a dog's brain is dedicated to processing smell. Their hearing range extends much higher than ours. Their reaction to motion is faster and more automatic. This does not make them smarter or less intelligent. It makes them differently specialized. You might look at someone's face to understand how they feel. Your dog listens to the rhythm of breathing. You focus on words. Your dog focuses on tone and muscle tension. You see a room. Your dog reads the air inside it. Now, let us break it down into the 20 abilities that show just how different their world really is. Let's start with what your dog hears that you never will. 1. Ultrasonic frequencies. Dogs can hear sounds up to around 60 to 65,000 hertz. Humans typically hear only up to around 20,000. That means there are entire layers of sound around you right now that you are completely unaware of. For your dog, that soundscape is real and constant. 2. High-frequency electronic noise. Many electronics emit subtle high-pitched sounds. Chargers, televisions, light dimmers, adapters. You do not notice them, but your dog might be living in a world filled with background noise that you cannot perceive. 3. Distant footsteps and movement. A dog can detect subtle vibrations and faint sounds from much farther away than humans. This is why they often know someone is approaching before you do. 4. Micro-tension in your voice. When you say everything is fine, but your voice tightens slightly, your dog hears it. Dogs are extremely sensitive to changes in tone and frequency. They respond to emotional signals in sound more than to vocabulary. 5. Low-frequency changes before storms or earthquakes. Some dogs react before humans sense anything unusual. Changes in pressure, distant vibrations, shifts in atmospheric conditions can trigger alert behavior. And this is only what they hear. Now, the superpower nose your dog has. If hearing is impressive, smell is extraordinary. Dogs have up to 300 million scent receptors. Humans have about 6 million. The difference is enormous. 6. Your stress hormones. When you feel stressed, your body releases chemicals such as cortisol and adrenaline. These change your scent profile. Your dog can detect this shift even if you look calm. 7. Fear. Fear changes the chemical signals your body produces. Dogs can detect that difference even if you try to hide it. 8. Illness. There are documented cases of dogs detecting certain cancers, blood sugar changes in diabetics, and even seizures before they happen. Their noses can recognize tiny chemical markers linked to disease. 9. Hormonal shifts. Pregnancy, menstrual cycles, and other hormonal changes alter scent patterns. Dogs can detect these changes long before obvious signs appear. 10. Emotional state through sweat chemistry. Research shows that dogs respond differently to sweat samples from stressed individuals compared to relaxed ones. Your emotional state has a measurable scent signature. For a dog, air is not empty. It is full of information. Every space carries invisible data. Here is what your dog sees that you miss. Now let us talk about sight. 11. Motion detection. Dogs are especially sensitive to movement. They may miss small color differences but detect motion quickly, especially at a distance. 12. Low light vision. Dogs have more rod cells in their retinas, which makes them better at seeing in dim conditions. What looks dark to you may still contain clear shapes for them. 13. Subtle body shifts. A slight change in posture, a shift in weight from one foot to another. These small movements are signals your dog reads automatically. 14. Body language over words. Before you finish a sentence, your body has already sent signals. Dogs are experts at interpreting physical cues, but the most fascinating abilities are emotional. But the deepest ability is emotional. 15. Your internal tension before you notice it. A faster heartbeat, slightly altered breathing, muscle tightness. Dogs notice these shifts immediately. 16. Conflict between people. Even if voices remain calm, dogs detect tension through posture, eye contact, and movement patterns. 17. Your intention to leave. You may not have picked up your keys yet, but your dog senses the sequence beginning. The change in rhythm gives it away. 18. Changes in routine. Dogs thrive on predictability. When your behavior pattern changes, they feel it instantly. 19. Anxiety before events. Before a vet visit or a stressful trip, your dog may become restless because it senses your anticipatory stress. Dogs live in a world shaped by patterns. When patterns shift, they notice. This final one might shock you. The most surprising ability might be this: your attention, even when you are not looking. Dogs can sense whether your focus is directed toward them, not just through eye contact, through posture, breathing, and subtle orientation of your body. You might be staring at your phone, but if your attention moves toward them internally, they often respond. They sense presence, not just action, not just sound. Presence. Here is why this changes everything. We believe we are guiding our dogs, teaching them, controlling behavior, but in reality, they are constantly reading us. If you are tense, they become alert. If you are chaotic, they become unsettled. If you are calm and consistent, they relax. Many behavioral issues are not stubbornness or dominance. They are reactions to an unpredictable environment. Your dog is responding to signals you did not know you were sending. Here is how to use this to strengthen your bond. First, regulate yourself. Your breathing matters. Your tone matters. Your consistency matters. Second, rely less on words and more on clarity. Dogs understand signals better than explanations. Third, create predictable patterns. Routine builds security in a sensory world filled with invisible information. When you become stable, your dog feels safe. Here is the big takeaway. Your dog lives in a world layered with sounds you cannot hear, scents you cannot detect, and signals you cannot see. They sense what is unspoken. They notice what escapes you. They react to truths you may not even recognize. And once you understand that, your relationship changes. Because real connection is not built on words, it is built on awareness. Now, I want to hear from you. Which ability surprised you the most? Have you experienced moments when your dog reacted before you understood what was happening? Share your story in the comments. And if you want to go deeper into the science of dogs, subscribe. In the next video, we will explore 10 things your dog knows about you that you probably never realized.